Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to be filming the NHK recap with my good friend Beth, a fellow skating fan. Thank you so much for coming on my video with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I need your help because I did not watch the competition live, and I think you saw more than I did. So I'm really excited to hear you talk today.
All right, I'm gonna try my best. I saw most everything, especially like the top people. So hopefully we can have a really good conversation.
Yes, and I feel so bad because we just mentioned this earlier, but I thought this would be a good video for Beth to join in on because you love the Japanese skaters. Right. And as I went through the results of this competition, none of the Japanese skaters really came out on top.
Yes.
So I'm sorry about that.
It's been a tough week for the Japanese skaters.
It has been. So let's go ahead and start off with the toughest news of all, with Yuzuru Hanyu having a bad fall in practice on the quad lutz attempt, and then he had to withdraw from the competition.
Right. So apparently when he arrived, he actually missed the first day of practice. He had a fever. He was in bed all day. Oh. So on the second day, he started practice. He seemed a little off. He tried the quad loop a few times and got frustrated with that, and you could see it on his face. He was going into that lutz, and did you see the fall?
Yes, I tried to avoid watching it because it sounded like it hurt. I saw the people tweeting the caption out. I was like, I don't want to watch that. I finally did, and I went, not again.
It was pretty violent. I saw that, and as someone who's broken their ankle, I actually play ice hockey. Yeah. So I've broken my ankle, and I think I've seen it twice, and I don't want to see it after that. But he withdrew. I luckily have a Japanese roommate, so she's able to give me all the translations. Lucky. He's on the top of the news cycle for them, so she always comes to me and she translates stuff for me. But
is she a skating fan?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really, but he's like on the top of the news. This was like breaking sports news in Japan. So she told me that latest news for him is that 10 days of rest, like no skating at all, and then he'll be back to his training schedule to hopefully make it by Japanese nationals.
Yes, because he's for sure out of the Grand Prix final, getting his silver at his other Grand Prix, and then that being your only one, there's just no chance to qualify.
Right, and it's going to be a weird final without Patrick, Javi, and Yuzu there.
Javier may make it. By the skin of his teeth.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Because he was 6th at his competition, 5th or 6th, and so he'd have to win, and then he'd have to win some tiebreakers with a large score.
Yeah. What's his next? His next is Trophy de France?
Maybe, yes. Yeah. All right. So with Yuzu out, that opened up the door for many of the other men.
Right.
So Sergei Veronov of Russia won this competition. Yeah. And I gotta say, not an artistic skater.
Not so much.
No refinement in his skating skills. No. But he landed the quads, which was the name of the game. Yeah. He was really lucky here with his program component marks because he had the second highest program component marks in the long program. I can't believe he beat Adam Rippon in PCS.
Agreed. I think he did have, you could see the power in his skating, but I almost got a flashback to like the early 2000s. It reminded me a lot of like Plashenko, to be honest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of crossovers, not so many transitions. Powerful jumps, not that great of spins, but he did deliver, and he had a clean short and long. So that is what it is, and I am happy for him. He's like 30 now.
Yes, he is the oldest man to win a Grand Prix event. So
him and Bychenko really showed the young guys up.
Yes, that's right. Bychenko of Israel is 29.
And not that that's old, but and Adam as well. All three of the kind of older guys. That's kind of cool. So
yeah, that's really awesome. So yeah, good news for Sergei. He's definitely going to try to make that Olympic team for Russia. I think the attention right now is on Mikhail Kolyada. Do you know him?
Love him.
Yes.
I'm actually a huge fan of Kolyada.
He's got a lot of personality.
Yeah, a lot of personality. Very different than some of the other Russian male skaters. And generates speed out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
Huge jumps, even though he doesn't always control them.
So my first memory with him was at the 2016 Worlds in Boston. He skated in the first group in the short program, and he held his score held up so high until the entire event. And Worlds, there's like 25 competitors. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea he was going to become this like big skater for Russia.
Yeah, he had a great, what was that, 2015-16 season? Last year it was a little rough, and it seems like he's coming back this year.
Yeah. I'm thankful that the Russian men have 2 spots for the Olympics.
Right, yeah. I wonder who's going to go.
Kolyada,
and then I guess we have
maybe Sergei
Voronov and Kovtun.
Oh, right, Kovtun.
So we'll see. No Plashenko. He officially retired.
That's correct. Okay, and then we had Adam Rippon. Now, Adam Rippon's free program, the bird program, was the moment for me.
Oh.
I want that costume so bad. And not just to skate in, just to wear.
He was amazing. Adam's maybe... I mean, I love Nathan Chen, but I really, really enjoy watching Adam skating. And I actually really like his short program, too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising, actually.
I like that he's able to go from a short program to a long program, and they're both so different than each other. So he shows like a really nice range of expression, and his long program was one of my favorite moments of the entire competition, hands down.
Mine too. That quad Lutz attempt was the best he's ever done.
Yeah.
At least in international competition.
And he has a great takeoff edge on that. Really clean. I mean, you can tell it's a Lutz, no problem.
Under-rotated, but I don't care.
It's all right.
His jumps were perfect.
Oh, so beautiful.
I love his arms too. I kept watching his arms when I replayed the video on YouTube. It's so like purposeful.
Like that opening, I love it whenever skaters take that moment at the very beginning and like they set the tone for the entire thing.
That's right.
And that's what he did.
He does that in the short too.
Yeah.
He has some sassy moments in the short, and I think the judges are starting to appreciate it more finally.
I think, what did I say in my notes? I said something like he should like copyright that like finger wag at the judges. Like I can just be like,
it's already a gift. Why not copyright it?
Yeah. That, and I think that like just the general like presence he has, just really great.
Yes. Do we think he's going to make the Olympic team for the United States?
I'm surprised that the Olympic team for the men's U.S. seems like it's going to be a fight.
Yeah, because Max Aaron won a bronze medal last weekend.
Yeah, which was unexpected.
Yeah, I did not expect that.
I don't know who the U.S. is going to send. If I were to choose, I would like to see Nathan Chen, because he could contend with the top men in the world. I really like Adam Rippon. And then I'd like to see kind of a showdown between Vincent and
I love
Jason.
Vincent.
I do love Vincent.
I also like Jason, too.
And I guess Max might be a contender. We'll see how his next competition
It'll be
goes.
exciting to see Max fight for it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think Nathan is a for sure, and I think Adam's the next top pick.
As long as Nathan doesn't get injured.
If he's too injured to skate at nationals, they'll still send him.
Yeah.
Great.
As long as he stays healthy. I want all my, I call them all my boys. I want all my boys to stay healthy.
Oh, you have boys, I have girls. Yeah, let's stay healthy.
Yeah. So looking at Yuzuru and Shoma, apparently Shoma's always injured. So yeah.
All those jumps he's attempting.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to the bronze medal finisher here. Do you remember his name from Israel?
Alexei Bychenko.
That's right. He is one handsome man with a nice personality.
Yes.
And shout out to Suzanne Summers on Twitter, who told me today that he lists partying as one of his hobbies.
Oh, really?
In his ISU biography. So that is awesome. I love the guy even more now.
He had so much personality that, like, whenever he finished his programs, it was really... I always like whenever they do the little celebration after.
Yes,
like
you have to.
Yeah. I really liked his short more than the long. I felt like the long was maybe a little more like skate, skate, jump, skate, skate, jump.
He also has really short strokes, so they stand out. It doesn't look like much artistry or skating skills are being showcased, at least in the long.
But he also delivered this time, and Yeah, really enjoyed seeing some different skaters on the podium.
Yeah, and this is not the first time he delivered. He won a Grand Prix medal last year as well. So
yeah.
Some pretty good seasons for him in his later years of his career. Yeah. That's always good to see.
I think NHK has been kind to him. I
think
he also got a medal last NHK too.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Please
either
keep
that
going
or
back to
fourth.
Japan.
Yeah. So
nice. And then finally we get to talk about Jason Brown, who finished in fourth here. Surprising result for a lot of people. And really it came down to the long program because the triple axel was not his friend.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit.
And
with
no
that.
quad attempt.
That's quad attempt. Yeah. I think Jason's skating was beautiful, and I feel like the entire crowd, especially for the men's event, probably with Yuzuru not being there, was a little subdued.
Yes.
And I feel like he's a person that kind of like picks up on that emotion, and maybe he wasn't really able to tap into that as much today.
Yeah, because he's used to having people scream for him in every competition.
Yeah, and Japan really does like Jason a lot. Beautiful extensions on he finishes all of his moves.
Yes. He showcases his flexibility to the farthest extent.
One of the best spinners in the men's field. And it's just kind of a shame that he didn't have the jumps for him.
Yeah. I think if he were clean with no quad attempt, he could have won the competition.
Yeah. And I enjoy his free program more than his short. We'll see how the short goes.
Have you seen Hamilton?
No.
I haven't either, and I heard you have to see it to get it, so I'm just going to believe everybody.
Yeah, I do like that they're allowing lyrics, but it seems like I'm trying to like pay attention to the lyrics and what's going on the ice, so yeah. It might grow on me. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyone else you want to discuss in the men's?
I did want to talk really quickly about Denis Vasiljevs.
Oh, your favorite.
From Latvia. If you haven't watched him yet, I really recommend going in and watching him. He missed some jumps, but he's a really strong skater. He has really great transitions, very fast on the ice. I wish they would give him a quad because I think he would really kind of be a contender if they did.
Okay.
Amazing spins. If you don't know, Stefan Lambiel's his coach, so great spins.
Great. Who would you compare him to in terms of artistry? Like who's similar?
I would say closer to like a Jason Brown.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So we just need to get all the Jason Browns out there, some quad jumps.
Right.
And rotated triples.
Yeah. Yeah. He has this one step sequence into a triple flip that's just very nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready to discuss the ladies?
Yes.
Because Evgenia Medvedeva from Russia won the competition, no surprise, but her free skate had some surprising elements with a fall to begin.
Yeah.
And then a mistake on her second jump. I think it was a triple
Yeah, it was
flip.
like a step out or something.
Yes, and I was like, what is wrong?
What is happening during this competition?
But a lot of people on Twitter told me that she's injured because she had like the wraps on both of her
I
ankles.
So
I hope she's okay, first and foremost.
Yeah, she seemed a little stiff. Like her skating seems stiffer than usual. What did you think about?
It was even hard to watch in the second half of the program. Usually she just excels at going jump after jump. She landed everything, but it almost looked like it was more labored this time around.
Yeah.
So I just hope she's okay.
Yeah, I think I wrote that she was stiff. I really like that she does have that fight in her, you know? And I think... I don't know if it's pressure so much as, you know, she does see, like, Elena and now Polina Tsurskaya coming through. But I think more, it seemed like the injuries to me were really holding her back this competition.
Yeah, otherwise she always commits to the choreography. I'm impressed. Yeah. And I don't hate her programs as much this year. I have to be careful how I phrase that.
I wrote down something similar. Like, I like the programs more this year than previous, especially her Anna Karenina or whatever, and the gothic whatever thing she has going on. Really, I think her choreography and her projection is getting better, and it's just kind of a shame that because she's been so consistent, the judges have already almost maxed out her PCS sometimes, because I still feel she has that room to grow.
Yeah, I'm like, how much more can she grow in her scores by the time the Olympics come around, right?
Yeah.
What if she wins the Olympics, but it's not like a season's best?
That was the judge's fault then.
Yeah, okay, that's right. So even though she did not compete here, I want to know what you think of Elena Zagitova.
I really like Elena.
I like her too.
I know a lot of people...
I prefer her over Evgenia. Don't hate me.
Her transitions are crazy. Like, I have not seen another lady skater that has so many transitions. That being said, she needs to hold positions longer.
Yeah.
I think it would be really lovely if she could, take a page out of Sasha Cohen's book.
Oh, Sasha.
Like, hold that, like, spiral. You can do it, just,
Yes, hold it. Don't rush through your programs.
And did you get to see Alina's exhibition skate at Cup of
Leonova? Oh, no, Elena.
Zagitova.
No, I flew back home that day.
Well, we'll just say that she wears a pantsuit tiger sparkly outfit.
I want to see that now.
And skates with a candle on the ice to a tiger
jump. Is that safe?
It was interesting.
Okay, I will have to watch that.
And it's so different than her other skates, like the ballerina thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to watch that now.
I think a lot of people were like, what is this? But I was like, this is amazing.
Nice. Okay, and then we have Karolina Kostner of Italy winning the silver medal here. Beautiful skater. A long program started off nice, and then the mistakes came on.
Yes. What were your general impressions? What do you think about her programs?
I like her programs. I think she skates them well. I think she has a good way of, let's say, being very light, but also powerful and having everything look effortless.
Yes.
I think she was heavily gifted on PCS. Don't get me wrong, she's an amazing skater, but with that many mistakes, a 9.25 on the program component segments is a little much.
I think for a free skate, there was like a 13 or 14 point difference between her technical and her PCS.
Yes.
Which seems a bit much. I also think that while her interpretation and her performance and choreography are beautiful, she doesn't have the transitions into and out of jumps that some of the other girls have.
I was going to say, she's been known to be the queen of transitions. I don't think that's the case this season.
Right. And it could still, she still could work on her programs and change that, but I think that she has control over her body, and she does have those long limbs.
Yes.
Beautiful long limbs that I'm jealous of, but she really knows how to control that and work with the music. Music that's more mature.
Yes.
Yeah.
She definitely exudes maturity on ice, which I like.
Yeah. And I think her program, her free dance was similar to Maria Seltskova, the Russian girl. And same composer, but Karolina can do it in a way that's not boring.
I was going to say, Maria makes me fall asleep.
Yeah. That's so, I feel bad saying that, but she just does calm music or more, less loud music in a way that's still interesting. Yeah.
That's right. And
a little high on the PCS, though, agreed.
Yes. So you talked about the gap. Are you saying you think her tech should be higher or her PCS should be lower?
PCS lower.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And then we have Polina Tsurskaya. Am I saying it right?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to ask my Russian friend.
Okay, yes.
It's like Tsurskaya.
So she's a Russian newcomer on the senior scene, and I really like her.
That was one of my other favorite moments of the competition was her short program.
Oh, I did not get to see her short program.
It was a recycled one, but she was injured
yes,
last
that's what
season.
It sounds like.
And so this is kind of her coming back into the competition. And would you ever guess that this is like her first senior competition?
Her jumps were on.
Yeah, great jumping technique.
She still needs a lot of refinement in her skating, but I love what's already there.
Yeah, I really love Polina, to be honest. She's almost like if you took the top two ladies, Evgenia and Karolina, she's like a mix between the two almost.
That's right.
She's very tall, great technique. Her spins could use some work. But just overall lovely. Loved it. Loved her short program.
I wish her longevity in the sport. I'm not sure if you heard this, but she has a genetic condition.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not going to even try to talk about it because I don't know too much. Something about Something, the compression in her bones, and it's genetic. It's something she has to deal with. So I just hope that she has longevity in the sport and maintains healthy.
The other woman then that has a bone condition, Miyahara also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Want to go ahead and talk about her?
Oh, sure.
I did not watch Miyahara. I saw the results, looked at the protocols, and went, ooh.
Yeah, Miyahara, first competition, she had that hip fracture.
That's right.
And I was watching the British Eurosport. They said that she has a bone density problem. So that could be a major disadvantage for any skater.
Yeah.
I really liked her short program, Memoirs of a Geisha. She had
it's beautiful.
If you've ever watched like the geisha dancing or anything, she had lots of little details in the choreography, but her jumps just aren't there.
Were they landed, just under rotated?
A lot of them, I'd have to go back and...
Okay, let me look on my phone.
Yeah, I think I have the protocol somewhere. I think she did fall a couple times. Most of her problems were with the under rotations or with just not getting the rotations in.
That's true. Short program, triple lutz under rotated, and it was a triple double nonetheless.
Yeah. And she also has this habit of pre-rotating,
She does.
I know that the I have a problem with a few skaters doing this, but the judges don't get to see that in the slow-mo. Only if they catch it in real time.
Yeah.
But you can really see it whenever the camera slows it down, which I have a little bit of an issue with. But
do you want to talk about that issue?
It's just if the judges are going to watch the landing, then they should also watch the takeoff.
That's true. And Shoma Uno pre-rotates, right?
He pre-rotates quite a lot. Like if you look at, say, like Chen's quad flip versus Shoma's, I mean, he's almost all the way all the way around before he's off the ice. Love him to death. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Love my Shoma.
I like Shoma too.
Yeah.
Last week in Canada, I got to witness, I think, the best quad flip attempt from him in the short program.
That is true. He has gotten better this season, if you compare him. So he's working on it, which is great. But yeah, Satoko had a lot of those pre-rotation, under-rotation problems.
The jumps probably didn't look much higher.
Yeah, the jump's still really small. Lovely spins. She does that one spin where she goes in one direction and then she spins the other way. Yeah, that
must be so tough to do.
So tough. As somebody that has done the spins, it's like I don't do the other way. No. Don't even try it. I think Misha, he does that spin as well. It's so great to see. She keeps a lot of speed, but yeah, she just she still has a little bit of time.
She does.
But I don't know with this strong Japanese women's field how it's going to play out at nationals.
Wakaba Higuchi wants that Olympic spot.
Oh my gosh, her.
Same with Marin Honda and I think Mai Mihara.
Yeah, we'll see. Do you think the Japanese Federation would send her anyway?
I don't know what to think because she is a former world silver medalist.
Yeah.
But things change from one season to the next, and I'm not sure how heavy of a weight that holds.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she does going forward, where she improves and how she... I guess it just comes down to nationals.
Right? I think at this point, Wakaba's a for sure.
Almost, yeah. I love her programs. Yes. We could go into that later.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Love Wakaba.
And then I'd have to say a special moment for me in this competition for the ladies was Mirai Nagasu of the United States.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even care about the scores at this point. I will watch her programs. I was like, wow, these were amazing.
She was really great to watch. I like both her programs this season.
Same here. Both triple axel attempts looked good. Fully rotated in the short, just double-footed, but under and double-footed in the long. A good height, though. So she's almost there.
Yes, and you know what's funny? And I forgot which coach mentioned this, but it seems like her practicing the triple axel has helped with her other jumps.
Yes, and happy to report no other under rotations for any of her triples. Some looked close, but I think under the slow-mo, she was good. Because she has that wraparound at the end of her jump sometimes that makes it look under when it's really not.
Yeah. But if you look at some of the other ladies, and a lot of the ladies are kind of cheating a little bit on their landings. They do the toe pick, and then they go into the glide there at the end. So I really enjoyed her, and she's is she the only lady doing the triple axel right now?
No, Elizaveta Tuktamisheva of Russia is trying. She's just not doing so well at competitions.
Right, yeah. So go Mirai.
Yes,
you keep doing it.
And Mirai, I think she had a moment in the short program during her step sequence where she gave so much face.
Yes.
And some people were commenting that it's too much. I was like, I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Always give the face.
Yes. But I think the face was appropriate in the long. She gave so much attack, more than I've seen in the last few years.
I wrote that down. And I did think that she was, you could see her focused on the jumps a little bit. But once those were all finished, that was more emotion from her than I've seen in a while. Really, yeah, I think I wrote on my notes at the end of the short program, like, face, exclamation mark.
Yes, face. And then the long program just worked for me. The momentum was building perfectly until the final Bielmann spin.
Yeah. She has a great Bielmann, by the way. Love it. Love her Bielmann. Anything else about Mirai?
She wants to make the Olympic team.
Oh, yeah. She has that fight.
Won't make the final. So she's actually got quite a bit of time to train for nationals.
Yeah.
So I hope Tom Zakrajcek, her coach, will work on those triples.
Yeah.
Make sure they're rotated.
Yeah. And I think the other American lady here, Mariah Bell, didn't get to watch her, but just based on the protocols, it was a rough competition for her.
Yes, Mariah Bell is difficult because she's someone who I want to like, but she keeps underwhelming me at these really important competitions.
Yeah, she'll have these moments of like really great skating and then just doesn't keep the momentum.
And then what's your opinion on this bet? Let's say she places higher than Mirai Nagasu. Let's say it's Mariah Bell, that's third, and Mirai Nagasu is fourth at U.S. Nationals.
Right.
Who would you send to the Olympics?
I would send Mirai.
I would too.
Technically, she's able to keep up better as long as Mirai kind of keeps a little bit of consistency. And I think that she has, the history behind her. Mirai does, more than Mariah Bell.
Right, and with this competition, Mirai Nagasu officially earns the highest score of any U.S. lady at a Grand Prix event. She didn't place as well because the USFSA keeps sending her to the tough Grand Prix. So she's not placing well, but she is scoring better than Ashley Wagner, who got a bronze at Skate Canada.
Yeah, I think that she has, that the technical content in the ladies' field is crazy right now. And she has the highest one in the U.S., so...
I'm hoping Micro Ashley Wagner works on a new combination. She seemed really charged in a press conference after Skate Canada, saying that she does not want to be complacent. She wants to push the technical envelope. And I'm like, what new combination will you do?
Yes.
I can't picture it right now.
Yeah. I think I told you this earlier. I showed one of my non-skating fan friends the Ashley Wagner, a couple of Ashley Wagner programs. She's like, she just has so much personality. She loved watching both, like, all of the programs that I showed her.
So much personality, on and off the ice.
Yes.
I'll have to tell you some stories about meeting her at Skate Canada after this video is done. And any other ladies here?
I know the Elena Radionova had a good skate. Rika Hongo had a good short program. But no other programs really stood out to me very much.
Okay, great. So we can move on to pairs. And I'm not going to lie, I only saw Sui and Han and then Ksenia and Fedor.
Yes. Let's see. Sui Han, just what can you say? What can you say?
They're on the right track to winning the Olympic gold medal this season.
Yeah.
I feel like the other top pair teams, like the Russians, the Canadians, Duhamel and Radford, they're fighting for it, whereas like Sui and Han are coasting along through the season.
And I've noticed with them and I'm trying to what's the difference between their skating and the other top pairs? And it seems like whenever they skate, it's not just Sui that is being focused on. They're a unit the whole time. Both of them are so strong, and it's like you're watching pairs. They're just so organic and together, and it's just beautiful. They're
such strong skaters for being such petite people, which makes it harder to do pairs.
Yes.
I'm surprised they can get a quad twist That high with the arms down before he catches her. That's my moment of their free program.
And he has some real strength. I think there's this, the lift at the long program where she's on his skates, you know, into the spread eagle, and he lifts her from that because he has to maintain that speed throughout the lift, and he's able to do that. So, I mean, I love both their programs is it Turandot or Turandot?
The second one.
Turandot. Of Marin, Shoma, and Suihan. I like theirs the best. Yeah.
Excellent. And then what else about them? For sure going to the Olympics. I had something on my mind, and I'm blanking now. But they're amazing.
Yeah. I
know. Was their last throw, it's a throw triple salchow. I'm wondering if they're going to want to make that a quad. I don't think they have to.
I mean, they have, with how far she goes.
There's room.
Yeah, they could. I don't know if they should or not. I know there is always risk of injury, and she did have the surgery. So.
Safety first skater.
Right. I don't know if they're trailing in the short dance going into the Olympics. Maybe they could.
Short dance?
Or, I'm sorry, program? Short program, yeah.
Well, I know a quad twist is not allowed in the short. Maybe a quad throw, or maybe not any quads in the short. So
and then I believe Duhamel Radford, they did the quad throw at what was it, Skate Canada?
Yeah, that was massive.
Yeah, but I think Suihan still have the advantage without it. So yeah.
Okay, what do you want to say about the Russians in second place?
Good performance for them. They were able to come out, skated clean, I believe. She has a great personality. I just wish he had the same.
I think he's very attractive, so it's nice to look at him. Yes. And Ksenia.
Agreed. I like his little man bun thing, I guess, going on.
Don't you like the choice of Carmen for them?
Yes. I would like a little bit more of that back and forth.
Okay.
I think that the Virtue more Carmen was like my pinnacle of Carmen. So
really? Wow, because that's an edgy Carmen. That's a different one.
So I'd like to see, because she's such a perfect Carmen, you know, I would like to see him and her do a little bit more of that push and pull through the program. More transitions too. Yeah. That'd be my, and then who was third for the,
it was a newer Russian pair.
The other Russians, Roganov and Ostrikova or something.
That's right. I did not watch them, so go for it.
They were clean. They were overall pretty good. Just nothing memorable for me. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then I just wanted to say about Ksenia Stolbova and Klimov is that they performed a lot better here than they did at their last Grand Prix event, which was Rostelecom Cup. They won a silver in both, so they will most likely be going to the Grand Prix final. But that performance in Russia was very mistake-filled.
Yes.
It was cleaner this time around, and they were going for that triple toe combination, which is very impressive.
Yeah, and they have great lifts and stuff. So we'll see I hope they build their program, not just keep it the same.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
And then I lied. I actually did watch Alexa Skimeka-Knierim and Chris Knierim of the U.S. here.
I put a predictions list together. I had them as third.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, some mistakes kept them from landing on the podium. But overall, they look good. I think they're trying to slowly build momentum because they really want to make that Olympic team. Didn't get to in 2014.
Yeah.
I think they look good. I don't think they're in tip-top shape as they were 2 years ago to make the Grand Prix final.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll come next year. I don't care.
Yeah, and hopefully we can build that American pairs team.
Yes.
They're not in as much trouble as the Japanese pairs team, though. So.
Yay? Is that something to celebrate?
There's always a silver lining.
I gotta say, I was thinking about this the other day. We always talk about American pairs and how we're lacking. At least we have a lot of American pairs on the Grand Prix circuit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
How they're performing is a different story, but they're out there gaining experience.
That's true, yeah. But with, the likes of Sui Han, you have a lot to aspire to.
That's correct. Did you catch the Canadians at all?
No, I did not.
Julian and Charlie? I did not either. And I'm mad because they're actually one of my favorite Canadian pairs.
Yeah.
Just couldn't.
They're on the to-do list to watch.
I think I saw their protocols and just had some unfortunate mistakes.
Yeah.
I know they've suffered from injuries in the past, so I think they're on the uphill battle.
Yeah, I was kind of between them and the Americans for that third spot, but the Russians came through, so.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of pairs, aren't you jealous of the Canadian pairs? Like, they have such a good problem, 3 spots and 4 good teams.
Yeah, and I think if you listen to the Canadian commentators, all they talk about is, like, Canada could medal at every single
stop. Yes,
discipline.
Yes.
Like, pretty much every competition, like whether
Canada will rule the Olympics. Yes. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe Patrick will get his gold in the teams event.
Do you think they could win gold in the team? Because that's Shoma. Oh, no, they would give Yuzuru the team event, I'm pretty sure.
They might split it between Shoma and Yuzuru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If you listen to Canadian commentators, they think there'll be an all-gold.
They're not very that objective, but they are positive.
Yes.
So it's not exactly like...
I will say, though, watch Kurt Browning's comments on the ladies' Cup of China. Mm-hmm. He did some interesting... really insightful comments about that ladies'
Kurt a lot.
Yeah, I love Kurt. So
I met him a few times, and he remembers me. Yeah,
really, I love
cool.
him.
All right, now on to ice dance. I have to look at my notes because I'm trying to get better, people.
Yes, no surprise, Virtue Moir, right?
No. What was a surprise though was that everyone's worried about how they'll compare with the French because last week the French broke a world record for the free dance, and I think in order to have like the upward momentum going towards the Olympics, you need to keep breaking that boundary, which Tessa and Scott did not do. They're about a point short in the free dance. Mm-hmm. So that's unfortunate. I don't think they're doomed though. And I'm actually rooting for Tessa, Virtue, and Scott Moir to win Olympic gold again.
I think they're still the stronger team. I think the French team played it smart and they are skating to music that they are used to skating to. Beautiful program that they had. That being said, short dance, I
don't love their short dance. The French.
The French, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, me too.
We'll talk about Tessa now.
Honestly, like, what is it, the Roomba, Samba, Cha-Cha thing that they all have to do?
Magic at the end.
I'm not a fan of hardly any of the... It's just something, figure skating is for those balletic... long lines. It's a very hard style of dance for figure skaters to do. And so I will say this though, Tessa and Scott's short dance is one of my favorites of the entire season. And it's great. Love it.
Yes. They are so... Oh, no. I'm thinking of commentary for their free dance. No, I've talked about their short dance so much that I don't want to talk about it because I'll just repeat the same things.
Yeah.
One word for me is the rotational lift.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Yes. And who thought that Hotel California to what Samba Cha-Cha Rumba would work? But they are awesome. And I love it. I
also have to quote my good friend Nicole who loves ice dance. And she says, Tessa Virtue has the best... rumba dance pattern in the field today. And I would agree with that.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. And Scott, he gives good face, I think he's one of the best male skaters to really like project,
He's a performer.
He is a performer, yeah.
Wow, yeah. Maybe so much of a performer that caused him to mess up his twizzles in the short dance. I don't think he was happy with
nemesis.
that. So that twizzle sequence was given a level 3 when level 4 is the max, and so that was unfortunate that he didn't get to break another world record. I think
it was like the third twizzle series. He like fell out of that because you have to go around like 3 times or something, and he didn't complete the 3. So
the way he saved it was funny though. That was something.
And I wonder if the French setting that world record just a week before, they were like coming out and being a little too aggressive. Yeah, they were like, well, we're going to break another world record too. And maybe it just got away from them a little bit.
I think so. Even the free, which I love as well.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think they were totally comfortable with it. I think Tessa, they were fine with the twizzles, but I think her edges were rocky, but she managed to still stay in sync with Scott's. Did you catch that? You could only see it in the slow-mo, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they were as in sync as I'm used to seeing them.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, great program. I liked it better at Skate Canada.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I just have to say this before I forget. If you want the best ice dance commentary, go to Mr. Marcus's YouTube channel because he uploaded the videos with Ben Augusto commentary. Do you know Ben?
No.
Oh, he's a former U.S. ice dancer, now commentates and like choreographs for like Disney shows and whatnot. He is so amazing. Awesome. I think he's better at commentating ice dance than British Eurosport.
Yeah. I'm growing to love ice dance more and more, especially the more that I do the figure skating stuff. I think there's just such beauty and the edge quality is awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then we have the silver medal winners here, Madison, Hubbell, and Zach Donohue of the U.S. And I thought they did so well. And
loved it.
I put in my notes the top of my notes for them. I said they have a chance at winning the gold medal at the U.S. National Championships. Because their total score here was just about a point below the Shibutanis at the Rostelecom Cup.
Yeah. I loved their free dance. Their short dance was fine.
Short dance.
Was fine, but the free dance for me was just, that music is so hard to skate to.
It is.
And I was captivated the whole time. And they both have really nice skating skills, but Madison's are just out of this world phenomenal.
I agree. I don't know what else to say besides that I love them. I'm trying to think of the technical terms. Here's the thing, is that watching their free dance, it's like every element, every move flowed in with each other so seamlessly.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, I forgot that they were like trying to check off technical elements.
Yeah, I forgot that, there was even anything to score, which is really nice. And I think the difference between them and the Shibutanis are like so exact with their movements.
They are.
They just
maybe more
need
controlled
to kind of let go a little bit, and I think that's what maybe Donohue and Hubbell have over them. Even though I love the Shibutanis as well. So it'll be an interesting nationals. Chalk and Bates, I don't feel are as strong as those two teams this year.
That's correct. And I like Chalk and Bates.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're gonna end up with the bronze medal at U.S. Nationals.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, I just want to say Madison and Zach, they always look so upset with their results. Because I know they want to win, but it's like, girl, give it time. And I know they've been waiting a really long time.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. And it's kind of hard with ice dance because sometimes people believe there's politics involved. I just say, girl, give it some time.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep performing like that, they'll start to see. I think that they're waiting for a gold medal.
Absolutely. I think one thing we have to watch out for, I'm not sure if you've known of their history, but in the past, when the door has been open in competitions, they tend to falter.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Didn't that happen last Worlds with them?
Worlds, Grand Prix Final, Nationals.
So they did change coaches, though.
That's right. They're now in Canada.
It seems like they've improved a lot.
Yeah, skating is the best in the world, right?
Yeah,
so Tessa, Scott, and the French.
Yeah. Maybe we should send Ashley and Mirai to the Russian school for just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It may be good to scare them for a little bit.
Yeah. And then Ashley could give the Russian girls just like some more of,
Yes, right?
some more attitude.
Here's how not to look 16 on the ice.
Yeah.
Great. Anyone else in ice dance?
Who was the third?
Russian?
We had the Italians.
Oh, no, the Italians.
Yeah.
Anna.
Their programs were fine.
Okay, I didn't watch them. I love their personality. I love their personality more than their skating.
There's a big difference between first and second and then the Italians, in my opinion. I liked their...
The scores don't reflect that, though, which is unfortunate.
They don't. I think the first two teams, the way that they generate speed and their flow, just their skating skills in general are way stronger, while the Italians have that personality and that kind of bumps them up and, they're able to really engage. I just don't think their skills are as strong.
I would agree, but I haven't watched their programs for a few months.
Yeah, they did a La La Land program, which was, I mean, there were a lot of lyrics. That's all I'll say. And so it's kind of like Jason's short program. Like it seemed a little busy. So it was kind of like I didn't enjoy that one as much as their free dance. Yeah.
Okay. I think we're good with this recap. What do you think, Beth?
I think so. Although I will say, who has cursed the Toronto Cricket Club? Because you had Daleman.
Oh, Gabby Daleman, heartbreak at China.
She had surgery over the summer.
Yeah, then Brian Orser was
Brian Orser had emergency gallbladder surgery. That's why he hasn't been. Javier got the stomach flu in China, and then Yuzuru's ankle.
Yes. So, yes, what's going around in the cricket club?
Who has cursed them?
Even what's the Canadian pair that I don't think Brian Orser helps that much, but they're at the cricket. Dylan and Lubov. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they should have skated much better at Skate Canada.
Yeah. So hopefully things will turn around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know who cursed the cricket club as well. Maybe I actually thought about visiting the cricket club because I like some of the skaters there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll like shed some light of positivity on them.
Yeah, go around like take off all the hex bags or whatever's been left there.
Yes.
Yeah, so I hope they all get healthy. And what's the next competition?
The International de France.
Yes, it's not the Eric Bombard anymore, is it?
The name changes every year, and I think it's because the sponsor changes.
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, France is a little less weird than NHK and Cup of China tends to be. So
is there anyone you're looking forward to?
No, my girls are at Skate America.
Yeah.
But Polina Edmonds of the U.S., I am curious to see how she does. I'm not a fan of hers, but I will be watching her programs.
Yeah.
No matter how she skates. What about you?
I guess I'm interested to see how Javi does. And I think he has to go against Shoma. So
Shoma!
And I'm excited to see Shoma again. And I don't know, we'll see.
Absolutely. All right, thank you so much for joining me on this video, Beth.
Thanks for having me.
Will you do this again?
Yes,
Yay!
I'd love to.
All right, thank you, everyone.